I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A fight turns violent at Matanzas High School. Tony Magoo has our top story.
Just before lunchtime on Monday at Matanzas High School, a student was arrested after engaging in a fight on campus, striking a school official, and resisting an officer with violence. Matanzas Assistant Principal Amanda Cravaradas called the school resource officer requesting assistance for a fight by the culinary classroom. Two deputies responded to find the high school principal, Jeff Reeves, with a student against the wall in an attempt to stop him from fighting. The student didn't respond to deputies' commands to stop either. After a deputy got him to the ground, he tried to grab the deputy's duty belt. The student was eventually subdued and placed in cuffs. However, he continued to resist and tried to get away. He's been not identified and was taken to Flagler County Jail and charged with battery on a school official and resisting an officer with violence. The Department of Juvenile Justice will determine further placement for the student. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
The ideal new Sheriff's Office Operations Center is going to cost a lot more than budgeted. A space study shows the new district office being built in Palm Coast near the library would cost more than $30 million if money were no object. County Administrator Jerry Cameron.
Budget constraints are not going to allow for that. But we will use the space study to lay out the functions of the Sheriff's Department. We will do a design-build RFP based on that space study. They will just have to adjust the square footage back and the cost per square foot.
Cameron calls the new specs doable. They've likely settled on a building that's approximately 50,000 square feet that'll cost no more than $15 million. That's still far larger than the condemned Sheriff's Office Operations Center in Bunnell. They came in at 35,000 square feet. Cameron says the county and the sheriff are on the same page.
Sheriff Staley would like it to be built so that he never has to be concerned about it again, but the sheriff realizes the physical constraints the county's under. We've been discussing that since I've been here. He's going to work with us. He's going to work with the design engineers to get to where we can be. I can tell you that when we finish, we're going to have a whole lot better result than what he's involved in now.
Ground is expected to be broken on the project in the spring of next year. A proposal for a massive development near Flagler Beach gets shot down. Flagler County planning officials have put the brakes on the controversial Gardens development off John Anderson Highway. Sunbelt's plans called for a 4,000-unit subdivision consisting of nearly 550 homes, more than 2,900 apartments, condos, and townhomes, as well as 500 senior housing units on the 825-acre site. In its rejection, County Planner Adam Mengel says Sunbelt's plans have been altered dramatically from their original proposal, including the removal of a golf course that would have doubled as a way to treat wastewater instead of sending it into the Intracoastal. Access to water and sewer remain a concern for Flagler Beach. Sunbelt couldn't be reached for comment. U.S. Senator Rick Scott recently paid a visit to Flagler County to get a look at a unique program for children of military members lost in active duty. John Arking has the story.
Senator Scott dropped by Friday to the Flagler County-based Teens in Flight program, visiting with students, instructors, and board members of the nonprofit. Since its creation in 2006 by Palm Coast Councilman Jack Howell, a retired U.S. Marine colonel, the program has helped about 200 children of military members lost while on active duty earn a private pilot's license at no cost. Senator Scott said the program was a great example of the county and state's generous nature.
That's what's great about our state. We have wonderful people that do things like this to help others. We all know what these students are going to do is the future. I want to say you've elected wonderful people here. I had the opportunity to work with your sheriff quite a bit while I was governor. This is a great county, and it's full of wonderful people that are trying to give back to other people.
Rick Lehman, executive director of Teens in Flight, explained to Senator Scott how the organization plays a crucial role in helping fill a widening gap in licensed pilots, pointing out that 80% of those who try for a pilot's license end up quitting, with the biggest reason being cost. Meanwhile, Teens in Flight has a pass rate of 84%. From the WNCF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
The city of Palm Coast is changing how its citizens think of government.
City Communications Officer Michael Shoddy says that it is a disruption.
This citizen-first mindset in City Hall, in terms of culture, is disruptive in a good way. I think people are happy. I think people are excited at the direction we're taking, but it's disruptive in a good way because you have to sort of relearn some things about how to engage the community when the community is not used to being engaged.
Shoddy said that another part of citizen engagement is getting to yes and making somebody happy. He said that the person who comes into City Hall might not leave with exactly what they wanted, but city staff can get them something that helps to enrich their life. To hear all of the interview, download the Flagler Radio app and go to the Free for All Friday podcast. Tomorrow, a new passion at Palm Coast City Hall. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.